Hey everybody, and welcome back to Jaraci Cup number 17. More games from Ap3x. I like the username again. This is going to be against Frowg though, playing Coalition here. Let's go ahead and check our info.txt, as has been provided. Ap3x doing a good job with these replays, man. It's surprising how many people get this stuff wrong. Anyway, it's going to be Coalition versus Sawan, and again, I assume both games here. Frowg takes the Boneyard, and Ap3x going to grab Galzian territories. Now, I believe he took this on his games against March 1 as well. But first, the Boneyard. Did Frowg actually have more seeding points than Ap3x? He did. Wow. Look at that. Alright, well they did the pick order correct as well then. I'm so proud of these two. Good job. Galzian still failed to show up. Yeah, I know, right? I'm telling you, man, we don't get enough Galzian players in our tournaments. I'd like to see more of them. None of this Con-F crap, alright? This is 5-up again for Ap3x. Okay, this time I'm just gonna call it a straight-up mistake, actually, because when you're playing the Coalition versus Sawan matchup, it's very, very difficult to do damage in the early game. So if you want to go 8-up, I think you can do it every game, you know? It's really not difficult to keep your bases alive there. Again, base runner retire as well without the probe, but that can be okay. You can see the base runner is retained for Frowg here. And actually, to a serious degree, like, when your opponent's probe goes out to your side of the map, you learn something from that. You're like, okay, yeah, he's going eco, right? The only problem is that you won't be able to get any follow-up information, like, okay, what tech choice did he make? You know, is he going straight for air on 2-base, or is he doing AVs, or is he committing to a lot of AVs, right? You won't know that sort of stuff. But, you can probably get away with retiring the probe, or the base runner without sending the probe out. Yeah, imagine slandering the Galzian, okay? Don't you even. No, I mean, he went SC first, he just went 5-up is all, which I think is not the play. In our sponsored CVS Pharmacy matchup. No, that's not sponsored, but I wish it was. Well, that probe surely made itself very useful there. that was not a great probe, but you know, things happen. Also, when you see the LAVs out and you know you don't have any of your own, I think Frowg really should not just be driving his base runner out to grab the artifact here. That's a mistake as well. Because these LAVs are just gonna kill it. By the way, 2-base, time to get second production line. See what Frowg ends up doing. He should be getting it as well as the AVs are coming out, but again, it's 4 salves on the second, and I think that most really experienced Coalition players have not been doing this because it just kind of feels like you don't need those RUs and you could use them better for other things. Some hobos at a rust bucket freak them out. What too much desert does to an MF, right? Looks like we got a turret attempt here for Frowg. I don't really like that. Ap3x should just kind of hide behind this dune from the turret and just not take any damage to it. He took some shots, but he's fine. And now he can just kill off the space. Well, okay, don't go back into the turret side. Don't just leave. Where are you going? What? No, oh, Ap3x. Well, he's making that look like a good choice to put the turret down there. Well, he definitely could have killed that thing, but, you know. Pretty late carry production upgrade for Frowg, by the way. But, you know, he's got his AV tech. He's not going to be harassed much by these LAVs. I do like he's bringing the SC over here. The carrier often gets hiccups, apparently. The carrier often gets stuck in this location, so, you know, you don't always just want to drive it out there and risk that. Yeah, but he actually has it faster, which is surprising. Well, he should have it faster if he's going LAVs, his opponent's doing AVs, but it should not be this late. It really should not. And again, both players are reaching 3 base, like they could be getting the 3rd production line if they wanted to stay on these units. But they probably want to make a tech choice, and sure enough, it's BC Fab for Frowg very, very early. And we'll see what Ap3x is up to. He's got full saturation. Frowg, meanwhile, still needs 2 RU miners on the 3rd. And I would actually really get them as well, even though you can see he does have some RUs in the bank, but battle cruises are really expensive in RUs, so it'd be good to get those guys out there. Yes, I agree. I agree. And this is why this one AV here is just going to shut down these LAVs pretty hard. A lot of work went into trying to make LAVs like viable in this matchup as Coalition, and eventually A-Game just gave up. He was like, this just can't be done. And I kind of don't blame him. I mean, AVs are like so versatile, so cheap, and so effective against LAVs. It just feels like you can't really get too much done just spamming that in this matchup. They're useful in the late game, situationally. And sure enough, this AV just goes ahead and mops everything up, and Ap3x is driving forward with his carrier. And they're both going battle cruisers. Okay, this is some kind of madness right here. Frowg really does need to have his RU miners over here. Like, this is gonna start to bite him if he doesn't build them. But the problem with Ap3x moving out like this is that this is still pretty much fog of war, you know? 2 apes fighting each other, yes. He doesn't really have a great deal of vision, he doesn't know what his opponent is doing, and sure enough, like, if he knew there were battle cruises coming, which there's one building right now, by the way, I don't think he would want to do that, so... Bring a bigger gun than your opponent. Yeah, but see, that's the problem. The Coalition BC is the biggest gun of them all right here, you know, and it's gonna be coming out faster, too, so... Ap3x did end up not committing to that, which is good. I mean, I think that would have just killed him. BC tech is done as well. But again, carrier systems, not a fan, because you're gonna end up trying to go into 2 things that are very expensive at the same time. It doesn't usually go very well. And he's got the first BC on the way. He actually has the RUs for the second one, but he needs CUs here. I think they cost like 850. They're not cheap. The first BC for Frowg is coming out right about now. I say right about now. I mean, even that much production time is still quite a bit when the unit takes that long to make, but... By the way, just carrier is correct, okay? Oh, but don't do both of them! Ah! See, this is even more expense that's being taken out of the BC budget. Like, these things aren't trivial in CUs either, you know? It's gonna take him a long time to build an army if he keeps doing this. And there's the first... Oh, there's 2 of them already! Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't know if I like this. Well, at least it's not a 2.5k CU flow for Frowg. Yeah, he really needs to be building salvagers for his RU miners over here. Now, he does have the production line. Very good. But yeah, the Coalition army wins this hands down, I would say. Yeah, the carrier is going to contribute, but it's also a target, you know. Nice little cheeky TJ here, but of course the base runner is probably going to have some trouble. Also, the other problem is, yeah, the TJ is really impactful, so it's kind of rough to use one just for that. Down goes the base runner, and that also means Frowg is seeing Ap3x's carrier up in the front line, so he should just drive in there. Again, I think he wins this. He's waiting for quite a while, though. Second BC is going to come out, but I think he's building some of his own, some more, that is. If the production tab can be trusted, it says he's making 2 more, but you never really know what that means. Why is he driving forward? Because he has a death wish, that's why. Okay, that's 3 battle cruisers. I don't think you win this. But Frowg is playing this really scared. He should just go in there. I think for sure he wins. Okay, this carrier is gonna die in like 2 seconds if the BCs are focusing it. Oh my gosh. Okay, at least power up the armor or something. You gotta get out of there. Oh man. The BCs really should have been chasing too. They could probably just finish the kill right here, but it's gonna give his opponent a bit of breathing time now. 80s for smoke would be good as well. Okay, there we go. Smoke comes down. This is a good old-fashioned BC battle. Old-fashioned. Actually, we'd like never see this. This is pretty exciting. Artifact gonna get out for Ap3x, by the way. The other thing I worry about is that, like, all these LAVs are sort of just useless, you know? Frowg likes to make AAVs here just in general because they, you know, they're smoke machines, right? It's pretty good for him, actually, to have some smoke. And they just completely shut down the LAVs, so I think that they're not really going to be useful at all. He did end up getting Railgun Fab as well, which would perhaps do something for him against these Soban BCs, but I think probably he doesn't want to commit too heavily into that. Ap3x has that microwave emitter done, by the way, so watch out for that. Yeah, like perhaps with Sunder, the LAVs could do damage to the BCs, but they still have 13 armor at that point. I don't think it'll be good. Oh, and he's fighting the microwave emitter right now. I don't really like that because, well, it's there now. And where's the follow-up, right? A microwave emitter is not the sort of ability that does damage on its own. You need to pair it with, you know, an attack with the army. So that's a bit unfortunate, but there it is. Artillery Fab? I don't know what that's from. I like power though. Carrier power is good here, but I wouldn't bother with artillery cruisers at this junction. LAVs are actually a decent answer to that as well, so you know you've got some problems. But Ap3x has not really healed his carrier very much now, so. But more BCs counter less BCs. Yes, that's exactly right. Anyway, this carrier is pretty low, but it looks like the BCs are not going to have an option to jump on it. Still, though, I really think that Frowg just wins this. Like, he ought to drive up and do his damage, and if he lets his carrier die, he's not going to have an opportunity for that. Again, powering the armor would be good here. You need to smoke as well. Oh! Smoke doesn't get deployed and one BC falls. This one is really low as well. Still no smoke. Yeah, he's dead. Oh dear. Well, the game's probably over now. I mean, I don't think you can just lose 3 BCs like that and it's all fine. Maybe you could just Hail Mary on this Saban carrier, but other than that, I don't think you really have many options left. Yeah, and he's not even doing that. He's rather just standing still so that he can be killed in style, I suppose. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, that'll be all she wrote for Frowg. Very anticlimactic ending to that, man. Like, I wanted to see the BCs shoot each other, not just one of them shooting the other ones. Oh well. Oh well. Ap3x will take game 1 and we'll load up game 2. Yeah, there were a lot of moments there where Ap3x just sort of offered his opponent, like, everything, but Frowg didn't take it, and that's really quite unfortunate to see. He must not have realized how much more powerful he was there. I hear a car horn honking. What is that? Anyway, here we are on Galzian territories. Again, the Galzian have failed to show up. It's true. Again, no probe. That might be okay, but he's probably going to go 5 up again, and I just don't think that's the play. Yeah, I wonder where he learned this anyway. Because you don't do this in 3v3 either, right? There's no way. I mean, 3v3 is not even on Jaraci usually. It's maybe discussions of builds that are totally irrelevant between the two, but... Yeah, I don't know where this habit comes from. I mean, we saw what it does last game, right? Frowg was faster to 3 base, he was faster to BCs, yeah, he's just faster to everything. It kind of... Oh! I see. So actually, if you tell the BCs to attack something, they'll drive up to where they can't shoot at it yet and just stand there? Ooh, that's unfortunate. Well, you learn something new every day, don't you? Yeah, and then he replaces the RU miner that he pulled off onto Fuse. It's very unusual. I don't know what this build is supposed to be. I mean, really, I'd like to see both players just go 8 up. I think that really is the thing to do in this matchup, but also a bit of self-damage with the det pack there. You wouldn't get away from that in Joke Patch, I'll tell you what. Or with that. Well, that's a good answer. That's a good answer. Couple LAVs streaming out across the map for Apex. Again, I think production upgrade is late. You should really just grab a tech here and then go for production after that. Or if you want to, I mean, if you want to try to play LAVs in CVS, you know, you can try it. You would just want that production upgrade right away. But yeah, there's a VFAB for him. Again, his opponent's gonna be a lot faster there. And once again, this probe is gonna die for nothing. You hate to see. Okay, actually, it survived this time. But, like, again, you know, me getting hiccups, that's what's happening again. Frog is not going to take any damage here. He doesn't care, so feels like this foray into the LAV is probably just not going to be worth much. Also, the probe just really stood still that whole time and then died anyway. Unique strategies. Unique strategies. Well, we do have production upgrade coming out now for both players, in fact. Frog probably building a couple of AVs, too. No, it's like a salvager, I think. Oh, I'm so good. we're slowly learning how these, we're slowly learning about, the carrier lights here. And by we, I mean me, you know. Whatever, you get what I'm saying. Actually, he's gonna take into railguns now. It's interesting. No BCs this time. Now this can work, right? But I'd rather he didn't build these LAVs. Just make some AVs and then build railguns when your opponent gets BC tech, because of course he's going to. It seems to be his thing. This support cruiser here, by the way, also a little bit misplaced. That kind of stuff does add up in the end. But yeah, we do have a couple of AVs out now. And that should give the field control, at least for now, over to Frog. And yep, sure enough, Apex is taking BCs. Only this time Frog is not on 3 base where he had been last time, so he kind of has to do something on the field right now. It looks like Apex really just gonna play it the same way. He's getting another SC out, which is probably gonna hold 3 base, and then that'll unlock the carrier to try to do the party bus. But again, I really should have gotten him killed last game, you know. Also, LAV's having a little scuffle here, but it looks like Frog is getting the worst of that one. Railgun tech is done, right? If Frog sees the carrier moving out and just builds a bunch of railguns, I think, again, the game is going to be pretty bad for Apex. We do have carrier mobility this time. I think that's better than going for Systems 1, but I still wouldn't do either one. And yep, sure enough, the carrier is beginning to move out across the map here. And Frog is teching Systems 1. I really don't know why he does that. Still no 3 base, by the way, and that's going to really be a problem in just a moment, I'm sure. Your opponent should not be able to move out across the map and still have a base advantage over you at this stage of the game. That's not good. That's not good. Yeah, Saban BCs are good, but like, you can't just win the game by driving your carrier out toward your opponent with them, you know? Although, I guess he did, so maybe I take it back. You can't win the game against, you know, people who respond correctly. Also, base runner getting to get denied. The Sobong Cloud! Yes. I like this backstab though, but now if you're Frog, you should tech fighter and gunship? No, man, just build railguns. Build like 20 railguns and win the game. This is not it. This is not it. Yeah, like I said though, backstab is really good. And this is going to be some serious problems. It's going to deflect this attack for a long time as well. It's a face stab, you know? Have you ever played TF2? But yeah, this is going to be pretty turbo annoying. AV is being sent back to help deal with this, but still a lot of salvagers going to die. Would be good actually even to like smoke off the ALM, so you can not be getting stunned by that, but even without that sort of micro, still you can see a lot of salvagers being killed here. Now it's good to, yep, smoke off the ADs. Excellent. But good smokes by Ap3x here, gonna try and keep his eco safe as well. And again, the really important thing is that you bought tons of time, right? Like, your opponent was trying to do this party bus, but he's just been stuck back here this whole time. You see BCs as well, right? So, okay. We know exactly what's going on. So what's the answer? Bombers? I don't think so. I'm pretty worried about this. Like, I really feel like he's just not responding to this the way that he should. He's already got railgun tech, you know? Why not just build that? Play it, I'm not sure, but we were casting Marchbottom versus Ap3x, and now it's Ap3x versus Frowg. And then we will do Marchbottom versus Frowg. I don't think bombers are really an answer to BCs. I think that they supplement the army here, you know? I'm pretty worried, actually, about how this is gonna go, because he can kill the BCs, like, with the bombers, but it's just as easy he might, you know, kill one of them and then just die to the other one. Do you know what I mean? We'll see. We'll see. But, you know, Frog is still keeping him tied up here, so... This is gonna buy him even a little bit more time. He's even gonna get a kill here. What's the armor like? 0 to 0. But yes, I agree with that. 3 base is a very good supplement to the army. Hey, and he's doing it! Good, good, good. Not damaging his own SC there again, but still, you know, I appreciate the intent. Strike fighters are in the air. You know, you don't want to reveal these until the bombers are done, of course, but he should be able to kill at least one of these things, right? And yes, this is Ap3x here. You're just gonna have to let that artifact go. I don't see any way to stop that. This is just problems you have when you take 3 base at 10 minutes into the game. Bombers are done. Okay, let's see what he can do. But again, really, he needs to be building railguns as well. He's making something, but I don't know what that is. I think it's a base runner. Wow, I'm so good at reading carrier lights. Oh my gosh. Anyway. Yeah, I don't really know why he wants that. This is a bit turbo annoying as well. But again, like, wouldn't it be nice if you had a ground army? You could do something about this. I think that Ap3x caught a little whiff of the bombers there as well. What? What? Where are you going? Where are you going? What? No, 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 no! Look, you need to be hitting these BCs. Like, this is gonna... No, man! This is not it, okay? What's going on here? Oh, they're even gonna get killed by LAVs too. Like, 2 of them are dead already. Oh, wouldn't it be nice if we had some more damage to finish off this kill? Jeez. Oh, no. So the air kind of did nothing. I mean, I guess he killed 2 salvagers. He damaged the BC, if that's worth anything to you. But he could have like 20 railguns instead, right? That would be nice. You know? Yeah, right? Oh dear. This is interesting, by the way. I'm not really sure what this is meant to do. TJs do not prevent salvagers from mining. So that ain't gonna be it. Also, battle cruisers can heal up using that smoke ability, so I really would do that as well. Like, you're not gonna need it for a little while, and it'll just get this guy healed up a lot faster than just waiting. You can, but I don't think you should. Sometimes I would actually put TJs on wrecks like that to stop my opponent from opening the wreck, but yeah, it doesn't stop them from mining. Strike Fighter's just insta-docking, by the way, which were rebuilt as well. I don't really know why he made more of these, but... That was before SCAA came out, and I don't really suppose you can stop the bombers with just this much anti-air, but I mean, hey, you can at least probably kill one of them. Let's see what they hit. The support crews... Okay, yeah, this is the target. They're gonna hit the BC. Good. But actually, 2 of them are dead. Oh, dear. And again, like, what's the follow-up? You know, now you're still dealing with 1 BC. You kind of need a ground army to, you know, fight this, and it just doesn't exist. I guess the carrier has power 2 teching, but I don't think that's gonna cut it. Yeah, I think that's probably accurate. And that BC is making itself felt. By the way, it might be nice to like allocate the power as well, but yeah, it might be nice, but yeah, I guess it's optional, really. Oh no, man. Yeah, I concur. I concur, Rendered Spy. Also, another BC got built, so he even has more damage than he did before. He's getting a bit distracted by salvagers. I would just kill this carrier. Artillery? What? When did he tech this? Tried to go artillery in the last game, too. Again, I'm just gonna point out, like, the tech that he's had this whole time but not used at all is railguns. Hey, he's putting his power in. Good. I mean, it's a little bit late, but it's a step in the right direction. Oh, dearie me. Good bomb. Good bomb. Alright, we're getting somewhere now. No, this game is over. Oh, Frog. He just kind of rolled over and died. Just sort of keeled over and died. That's gonna be the end of him. Yeah, somehow, but it's not like he's got anything to fight it. Yeah, he just needed to build railguns. He's had it all game, you know. It's unfortunate. Well, Ap3x is going to take the game, the series that is, 2-0. And we'll move on now to Frowg versus March 1.